Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the final part of my DVD library collection, so part 15. Well, I hope you, and first I say I hope you enjoyed this long running series I've been doing, because I've wanted to do this for a long time. But I've been doing since I've reached 10 since thanks to everyone helping me reach 10,000 subscribers. So that's why I want to do show my whole entire DVD collection here. So I hope you enjoyed this long running series. I knew it was gonna take more than 10 parts, so long time though. But here we are, the final part. So now that I've finished with all my TV shows, right now, I'm into one of my favorite part of the genre is now the anime collection. Now animes. So get to it. So now also just well, there was one or two other DVDs I got that's a little bit, more if you get what I mean. So you'll get what I mean. So, but first off, now show off. Like I said, all in alphabetical order. So here, this is I showed this in a DVD update. So, but well. Maybe I'll give this a little review sometime later. But Akisora, which is not for minors, which you get what I mean, 18 and up. So, but just one of those things. So, but next is this one's a horror. This one's a horror one that I actually do enjoy, and this is a good one, especially on a horror type one. I guess you could say it's kind of like Final Destination in a way. So that is of Another. So I thought this was a pretty good horror anime. Another. Next is this is season 1 and season 2, but this is the first one of Aria and the Scarlet Ammo, and then the second season of Aria, the Scarlet Ammo AA. Give these a review sometime. And here we have is of the critically acclaimed, probably of the popular anime, and that is of Attack on Titan. This is season 1 part 1, and then season 2 part 1. Season 1 part 1, season 2 1 part 2. And this one is the complete of the set of season 2. So, season 1 part 1. Actually, this is part 2, and this is part 1. Season 1 part 1, and then season 1 part 2. And then the complete of season 2. And the funny thing is to think that the director of this series, who before directed Death Note, and then before that, and after Death Note, later going to direct one of my favorites of all time, High School of the Dead. So funny thing, yeah, from the director of Death Note and High School of the Dead. Yeah, we're going to direct Attack on Titan. So that's basically both season 1 and season 2. I'll have to get the third season. Next is a one that's like where a girl travels to the past, and that is called Battle Girls Time Paradox, where a girl from the present gets traveled back into time. So, and this one I do enjoy the series. I thought it was an action-packed one over the whole thing about discounted bento boxes. That is of the course of the show called Bento, which is both the DVD and Blu-ray set separately. Yeah, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was very fun to watch. Over some discounted boxed food, It's how funny that is. And yes, just a show really quick. Now this is considered like everyone has something to also watch, but this is considered one of the best of the hentai, you can say. And that is of the Bible Black series. Yeah, I figure I'd give these a watch. Well, although it's considered one of the most popular among stuff like this. So yeah, of course I have more over here. Got the other series as well, just to show. Yeah, the one was the first one called, and then second Sacrament, then Revelations, Origins, and then cool other ones. So yeah. But I have all of it right here. Yeah, I know. But hey, who other person who has not watched hentai, so I ain't perfect. Hold on a second here. Sorry about that. I had to stop because I just received a text. Sorry about that, but anyway. But moving on. Next is, well, like I say, I haven't reviewed this though, but overall the animes I have watched I like though, but there's hardly one I didn't like, so if I do review this would be probably the first rant I would do on anime series, because it was just a waste. This one was just a waste because it's 12 episodes, but each one is only about 4 minutes long, so overall like basically 45 minutes overall total. As of this one called Bikini Warriors. Yeah. This one I just did not care for, so yeah, the other ones I reviewed, I watched, I liked though, but of course there's always gonna be one that you don't like. So this one I did not care for. So if I review this one will be a rant. Next one is called Bludgeoning Angel Dokkan-chan. Which this is called the Smashing Special Edition, but I don't see what's so special about it because there's basically no features or anything, so this is basically a nothing special edition. Next is a series I also do enjoy. And that is one called Brothers Conflict. A girl whose father gets remarried and her stepmother has like 13 sons, basically. So, yeah. You can say maybe it's like Cheaper by the Dozen in some way, or Brady Bunch in a way, but but I like this. I like this series. So, next one I just received not long ago. I haven't watched this yet though, but I will get around to it. One called Bodacious Space Pirates. So I haven't watched this yet, so I'll have to give it a shot. And the next I reviewed this last year for Anime Month, and that is of Cat Planet Cuties. So you can check my review on that. Next, I'll have to get the other part though, but I'll get to that. But Season 1 of Absurd Magical Index. Season 2 of Absurd Magical Index Season 2. And then this is of Season 3, Part 1 though. I'll have to get Part 2 still. But this is Part 1 of Season 3. And then this is of the movie. Next is of which I have. This one I do have the manga series down here. You can probably see like right down here. But I do have the manga series of this one called Citrus. There you get that review. And this one, of course, this is based on a series of games which I've never played though. But I heard that it is pretty graphic though. So I give it props on it being very graphic though, but that is of Corpse Party Tortured Souls. Yeah. For sure, curious to hear my thoughts on this though. But yeah, I never played it. I never even heard of the game. So, but give it a watch though. This one I did review last year. I like this one. Of course, this is of Dance in the Vampire Bund. Then this is the first season of Dead Alive. Next of the series of Dead Man Wonderland. And then the one I had fun had a series I had fun with, and that is of The Devil is a Part-Timer. Next is the series that I didn't I grew up with the show though, but I did not fully watch all the way through, like as I aforementioned. But now getting around to watching, it's like it's like I watched this since I was like it was yesterday, basically. That is, of course, of the first season of Digimon. Yeah, I grew up watching Digimon like this, but during the time I was watching Pokemon more. So, but I like Digimon though. I like Digimon though, but I just didn't. If I would have watched it more back then, like I did with Pokemon, I would have loved the show more. I still like it though, but to me, Pokemon, Digimon, Pokemon. Who would you pick more? Easily, probably 90% people will pick Pokemon though. But I still like Digimon. It's good. I watched it fully now. It's like I watched it back. It's like I feel like I watched it back in the day. Same time with Pokemon. You get that feeling? Yeah, but I like the first season, and that was it though because I never watched any other series as well. I never now those the other remainder of the series I have to watch. So to me, it's like all new to me, and I did just receive this. So here's the second season I have to watch, and that is of the second season of Digimon. So I'll have to. This is all new to me on this one because I only remember the first season. So this will be new to me to watch the remainder of the series. But I have to get the rest of the series. But for now, I have the second season of Digimon that I just got. Next, next I have Dragonair Academy. Then we have the first and second season of Freezing. Season 1. Season 2, Vibration. Yeah. And then of series of Girls Bravo. Next, which I also reviewed last year, and that is going to be the Twin Tail. You know, our male lead that gets transformed into a female superhero who is also obsessed with twin tails. I was serious, but the fact is, of course, the series leaves, or which I reviews I explain again though, like series leaves you hanging. Like there's one of the last shots of the series where just leaves leaving on a cliffhanger basically. It's like, oh, who's that guy? Who's that new enemy? I hate when they do that though, because he's like, oh. Well, if you read if there's a manga series, it continues afterward. That's fine though. But when you make it into a show, it's like, oh, what's happening next? So I hate when they do it when it leaves you hanging like that though. But yeah, but you can check my review if I explain more of it. But I'm gonna do the Twin Tail. Then which I also did in the other series. I do also have some of the manga series down here. And that is of Haganai of I Don't Have Many Friends. This is season 1. And then the second season of Next. Next is a series I also reviewed last year, and that is of Heaven's Lost Property, which I also enjoy too. But it's funny, and but at least there's also a bit of certain seriousness and some couple of dark tones into it. I thought, which I mentioned. That's the first season. This is the second season, Forte. And then of the movie, Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange. Stupid. I was thinking. It has the word clockwork, and as I was probably automatically thought of Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. But this is the Angeloid of Clockwork. Dummy. But anyway, next is another series I enjoy that, if you consider probably the best of animes that feature like vampires, and that is of Hellsing Ultimate. This is part 1, part 2, and then of part 3. Yeah, I really enjoyed Hellsing Ultimate. The badass like Alucard. Then you got Ceres Victoria as well. I enjoyed Hellsing Ultimate. And then last year, I was planning on reviewing this last year, but I just never got around it. So hopefully I'll get around with it this year. But you've seen the series because, I've liked the series a lot because a lot of times you see in the background of my room, you see the scroll poster. I have it, and because I enjoy the series a lot. So that is of High School DxD or High School Double D. Probably you get what I mean, but I also enjoy the series as well. This is season 1. Then of season 2 of New. Then you got of Born, season 3 Born. And then of the 4th season, Hero. This is a big box set here. So, but I enjoy the series. So hopefully I will get around it this time. So, but I enjoy the series of High School DxD. And this one I reviewed this, but I say it's one of my all-time. This is one of my all-time favorite animes. What I reviewed, and I have the whole series basically in these two here. These big color, full color books. That is of High School of the Dead. Really love the series. I just wish there was a second season to continuing onward. Probably more from the manga. But sadly, no. It's not. This came out in 2010. I just can't believe it's been 10. Now it's been 10 years now, and no second season yet. So it's never gonna happen. Sadly, I would have loved to see a second season to High School of the Dead. So I really enjoyed the character. I really like the characters. You know, it was like Takashi and Hirono, Psycho, Rei, and Takagi. Yeah. But I love the series, but I wish there was a second season to this. The next, of course, which I reviewed as well, but we talk about the whole series, and that is of Inuyasha. All the seasons of Inuyasha from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and then until the last season, final act. Really love this series. Another all-time favorite anime for me. And this part of me wonders, what would happen after that series, and what happens after that. Next is this is the Blu-ray collection of Camphor. Then what? Crazy anime, and that is of Keijo. Yeah, bonkers basically. And this is of Konohana Kitten. And then a series I also really, the more I've been watching more and more of the past for a little bit of time, and that is of Maid-sama. I really enjoy the series, and this one I have the whole complete manga series right here. So yeah, I got the whole complete manga series of Maid Sama. Which not only this, I have the Blu-ray right here, but I also have the right here where the same thing, but it's in Japanese. Surely I know that in the Blu-ray you can switch to Japanese though, but this is just solely Japanese. So, which I like to keep because I think it's nice to hear in Japanese. That way I don't have to be switching to hear the difference in English. So, yeah. I thought the Japanese version was also good too. But I think there's another anime series I also... When I put it on my favorites list, I probably put this on my favorites list, probably. Maid Sama. Next is of Mockingjay. This is the first season. And then season 2. Then, which I also reviewed last year, that is of Maria the Virgin Witch. And then of Maochiki. and also of Moon Phase. And next, I thought that was kind of a fun series as well, and that is My Bride is a Mermaid. Then I have can pronounce the name, Unani. I can't pronounce the name. Onai. And then I have Nakayamo, My Little Sister is Among Them. For most of the series, this guy who is inherited to his father's company, and there's this mysterious person who's claiming to be his little sister. So a lot of times he's figuring out who it is. And the next of Neon Koi. Can mispronounce the name again. And then next is, which I have the Blu-ray right here, singly right here, and that is of Monster Masami, probably mispronounced the name again. But this is the single Blu-ray here, and that is of the complete special edition of here of Monster Masami Everyday Life with Monster Girls. Yeah. I like getting special editions of a lot of different animes, so which kind of sticks out right here, like it's a long box. So, but I always like getting special editions of animes. And here I have the first, second, and third season. And get out. So the first season of Overlord, season 1. And season 2, and season 3. The first season I like. I have to watch the rest of it though. But yeah, Overlord. And then another popular horror series, which is of Parasite Maximum. Yeah, I thought it was another pretty good horror series as well. Which is another one I thought it was another series I was planning on reviewing last year, but never got around to. So hopefully for this next coming anime month. And this one I thought was a pretty decent. This is a movie though, but I thought it was pretty more of a psychological horror movie, and that is called Perfect Blue. I thought it was a pretty good psychological one. Perfect Blue. And next we have like all the way down here now, which is all complete one series. and that is of Pokemon. Yep, all the way from the Intego League, and probably what I have is all the way up to the Sun and Moon series. Yeah, and I reviewed a few of these for Anime Month, but I'll have to get to the rest though. But but there's the Intego League, and then you have the Orange Islands, then of here, which put it back. Johto League, the Johto Journeys, and Johto League Champions, and Master Quest was all for during the Johto League. And yeah, I reviewed all the way up to here, so I have to review more of it. Then we get to the Hoenn region of Pokemon Advance. The Advanced Battle. And then of Advanced Challenge. And then we get to the Battle Frontier. And then we get to entering the what was it? The not the Unova League, but the one before it. Crap! Now I'm drawing a blank now. But it is the Diamond and Pearl series. Oh yeah, the Sinnoh League. Yeah, the Sinnoh League. This is the Diamond and Pearl series. Yeah, it's based on the what was called the Sinnoh League. All from Diamond and Pearl to the Battle Dimension. And then till the Galactic Battles. And then till the Sinnoh League Victors. And if cut off for a second, I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go on check something in the kitchen. But anyway, so I was on the Sinnoh League region, and now we're entering the Black and White series, which is now of the Unova region. Pokemon Black and White, and Part 1, Part 2, 3, and 4. And then we get to more of the Black and White Rival Destinies. And that was another thing I've been mentioning is that all these series have some pretty good themes for each of the series, But when I review the series, I'll probably get to those though. But I like a lot of the intro musics for all of these series. Yeah, it's more Rival Destinies Part 2, Part 3. And then we get to more of the Unova Adventures in Unova and Beyond. Well, Part 1 and Part 2 Beyond. And then we enter the Kalos region, which is now the XY series. One, two, then the next part, Kalos Quest. And then we next of X, Y, and Z series. And that brings it into that, and then ends for now. And that is of the Sun and Moon, the Sun and Moon series now, which honestly now I don't know why they did this. The whole thing of it is hard to watch the series because why they change Ash's look and all the other characters as well. I mean, I have to say I just did not like this why they changed Ash's design. I don't know if that's just me or not. Other people think the same way. I mean, the difference like between this and this type of look. Why? This one is just bugs me. You know, I don't know why. Yeah, he finally wins the league. Yeah, finally in that series, but he had to look like that, really. But that's just me though. This is a personal thing. I mean, I'm sure other people think the same way. Why they think they changed the whole character design, especially on the other characters as well. I mean, Pikachu and the Pokemon still look the same, but this is on the human characters, especially Ash. But that's just me though. I think that it was dumb when they just changed the design though. But anyway, moving on next. That is of Prison School. Yeah, this is a very I would probably say it's a vile series, but it does have a satisfying ending though, so I'll give it that. I like the show though, but it's just like that all the crazy stuff that happens in this, but it does have a satisfying ending. And next is of recently my sister is Unusual. And then we have, which I reviewed also, which I also have some of the manga series as well. And it's of Rosario Vampire 1 and 2. And then we get to one of my all-time favorite animes that I grew up loving. Just before, it was the same time I was watching Pokemon as well. I was watching this show as well. Of course, I reviewed this and I showed a lot of things. I'm a fan of the show, and that is of Sailor Moon. Yeah. Still grew up watching the show I was watching at the same time with Pokemon, and I still enjoy the series. Whether you think, then of course, like I said, this is this is not released by Viz. It's from the original company DiC when it first aired, with the original voice actors. I still enjoy the show. Fighting evil by moonlight. Yeah. And then even these other ones the next ones of Sailor Moon S and Sailor Moon. Well, these two are the first season, and Sailor Moon R. This here is Sailor Moon S, and then Super S, which still contains of the original voice actors as well. Which I'm glad for. But then, sadly, since the next season was never aired with any the original actors, so I had no choice but to get to the last season that was never aired in the U.S. basically, and that is of Sailor Moon Stars, Sailor Stars, which this is the Viz. So I had to watch this because it's be hard to It's not the problem with the actors as their voices. It's just hard to, when you watch the original series a whole bunch of times growing up, it's hard to does this seem kind of off with all the new voices and all? Which, what can you do with those? Since this last season, it was never aired in the U.S. with the original dub and all that, so I had no choice but to watch with the new voice dubs. But this is Sailor Moon, Sailor Stars. This is season part 1 and then part 2 of season 5. And next is basically the first and second season of Sakura. There's a crazy wild show as well. The first season and the second season, Pure Engagement. And then they have the first and the second season. The first season, which I reviewed, about to review the second one, of Senran Kagura Ninja Flash. And this one that just came out not that long ago. Senran Kagura Shinobi Master. Next is getting down to we're out here on the last shelf here now. So next is of the 7 Heavenly Virtues. Then another fun but insane series as well. That is of Shimoneta, The Boring World, or The Concept of Dirty Jokes Don't Exist. This is the special edition, which does this have some stuff in here. Not the DVD and Blu-ray, but also some other stuff that's in here as well. Like High School of the Dead has some other good stuff too. So, but those are the fun but yet insane series. Next is get that out of Shiki. Then I have next of Sky Wizards Academy. Then I have this other series. I don't know which. This one says the complete second series, and this one says Revolutions, but I don't know if that's the first season though. But this is of the Slayers. Next is of Spice and Wolf. And then this is season 1, part 1 of the time I got reincarnated as a slime, which I'll have to get part 2 then. I was hearing some things about that show, so I'll have to get, so that's why I got it. Then we have the complete series of Tokyo Ghoul. And the big box set of the last one. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I thought I heard a knock at the door. I don't know whether there's so many interruptions with all these things going on. So, but I got that Tokyo Ghoul. Next is of which I thought was another crazy series, and that is of The Testament, The Sister New Devil, season 1. And season 2. Next is season 1 and season 2 of Vampire Knight. Now this one I saw in the anime section, but I was blinded by it. I didn't see the 18 rating on this thing. But I guess that's my fault. And that is of Variable Geo Neo. So I guess that was my fault on that. I didn't know, because they put this in the anime section, like where all this stuff is, but I didn't see the 18 rating, so that was my fault on that. Next is of what's another insanely series, and that is of Valkyrie Drive, Mermaid, which I reviewed as well. And then of Want to Be the Strongest in the World. Then you have Wolf Girl and the Black Prince. Then of Yamada's First Time, which I reviewed also. And then of Yosuna Yosora. And then getting down to the last series, and that is of me and my brother love a lot. We play the card games all the time, and that is of Yu-Gi-Oh. So ending this now on Yu-Gi-Oh. Got the whole complete series, which is of all the original series, which is it's all like this here, from all the way up to the ending. So I was just going to show it all over here. Me and my brother love this series, which my brother, he prefers this show over Pokemon, though, but that's just him. But, regardless, I still enjoy the show as well. Me and my brother, we play the card games all the time, so. Which I prefer more, because I never understood the Pokemon card game. I just never understood that game, but I prefer. Yeah, I said before, I prefer watching Pokemon over Yu-Gi-Oh, but he prefers Yu-Gi-Oh over Pokemon, and we both prefer the Yu-Gi-Oh card game over the card game of Pokemon. So, but I still enjoy the series. And then, lastly, with the Yu-Gi-Oh, which to me this is the only good show afterward the original series, and that is of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I like this series though, I do. Which one of my brother's friends, he enjoys this series more. He says more than the original series, but yeah. But to me, this is the only good one after the original show, because I never cared for the ones after this. I did not care for, like, what was it, 5Ds. I never cared for Vrains. Well, the new show they have now. So I never cared for. I never had the interest or never cared for the newer series after GX. It was a pretty decent theme, though. Come on, and get your game on. Yeah. So. Yeah, but this is the only good one after the original series, so I never had the interest or cared for any of the newer ones after that. And that's basically it. Now that brings the end of my whole entire DVD collection. Now, of course, over here I said this is some of the mangas. If you see right here, this is some of the manga series I have here. Just really quick of Rosario Vampire, High School DxD, Monster Musume, Sailor Moon, all of Maid-sama, High School of the Dead, Inuyasha, Parasite, Citrus. So, but yeah, just for the record right there as well. So that's the ending of my DVD library collection as of right now. Hopefully it'll still continue to grow. Right now, it will still continue to grow though. More animes, more other genres. So, hope you enjoy this long journey of me, of my DVD collection. So I hope you enjoyed it. And so to just get back on, I do have some other videos I want to do, like not just movie reviews, but some other ones too, like that. Me making some stuff though. But as of right now, I'll get back to doing more movie reviews and continue onward after this now. So, but I hope you enjoyed this whole entire my DVD collection video, and look forward to seeing y'all later again, alright? But like I said, if you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up if you do, but or wherever you. I don't ever said how the likes or just the whole likes or whatever it is. I don't care about that though. But all that matters is if you enjoyed this whole entire series. That's all that matters. So you can leave your comments down if you enjoy this series. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more movie reviews and more other videos to come. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.